This is episode 1803. Welcome to the Daily Meditation Podcast. I'm Mary Meckley, and I honor you for showing up for yourself. I know that sometimes it's not easy to find the time to meditate or even to enjoy the process of meditation without feeling like it's a chore that you need to do. You might find yourself kind of coaching yourself, telling yourself, if you just sit down and meditate, you'll learn to like it and you'll be so much calmer. But the truth is that sometimes you don't always feel calmer after you meditate. And this is especially true if you have a lot of distraction going on in your life. And that's what this week's series is all about. It is to simplify your thoughts. And when you simplify your life, you begin to have such a sense of peace and ease. When I think about simplicity, I am brought back in my mind to the tea rooms of Japan, where I used to live and where I studied the Japanese tea ceremony. You might be surprised to learn that I didn't learn to meditate in Japan. I really didn't learn how to sit down and properly meditate with the techniques and to consciously meditate until I had returned to the United States. But while I was in Japan and doing the Japanese tea ceremony, as well as some of the other arts there, such as ikebana, which is the Japanese art of flower arranging. And both of these arts, the tea ceremony and ikebana, are not really about tea or flowers. Both of those rituals are about simplicity and refinement. And I want to share with you from the book Tea Life, Tea Mind by Soshitsu Sen the 15th, who is Japan's current tea master. And he comes from a long line of generations of tea masters. And in the introduction of his book, I think it perfectly sets the tone for our series this week and the affirmation I'll be guiding you through very soon. In the introduction in the book on page 11, he says, "A monk once asked his master, 'No matter what lies ahead, what is the way?' The master quickly replied, 'The way is your daily life.' This concept is at the very center of the way of tea. The principles of the way of tea are directed toward all of one's existence, not just to the part that takes place in the tea room. In practice, the test lies in meeting each occurrence of each day with a clear mind, in a composed state. In a sense, even one's smallest action is the way of tea. It is this that makes it just as significant today as when it began more than 450 years ago." Well, tea in Japan, the Japanese tea ceremony, has been practiced for more than 450 years. You, as you meditate, are taking part in a ritual that has been around for over 5,000 years. There are many recorded historical references to meditation from all over the world. In India, it's been documented, the techniques of meditation and yoga for over 5,000 years. So these rituals must work if they've been around for so long. When you think about technology and you think about how the world has changed technologically in the past 5,000 years, or really in the past 50 years or even the past 10 or 5 years, our technology has drastically been improving, or has it improved our lives? Of course, we've had massive improvement in saving lives as far as disease control, and also in possibly making our lives easier, where we have all kinds of food in grocery stores. We're not having to grow our own food or barter for food anymore. And we also can reach out instantly and communicate with people all over the world. We go to the moon. We may live on other planets soon. We go to the depths of the sea. We have advanced technologically in the things we have and in the things we can do. But have we advanced so much as far as how we manage stress and our emotions? Has our behavior improved? It seems that these rituals that have been around for over 5,000 years are still needed, and they have remained unchanged. The techniques that worked for the ancient yogis and other traditions and cultures and rituals that also allow people to calm their minds and bodies, they're still working for us very possibly in the same way as they worked for those people living thousands of years ago. There is a saying in Japan that goes like this: the more things change, the more things stay the same. And I have to say that that's what I noticed living in Tokyo, the largest city in the world and one of the busiest, most densely populated cities in the world. I appreciated the way ancient wisdom lived side by side with modern progress. And I think that we always need these ancient rituals to keep us grounded. So as you settle yourself down and get ready to meditate today, know that we have the full guided meditations on our Sip and Om app. If you want to go a little more deeply into this week's topic, you receive half-hour guided meditations there, as well as journals and guides customized for each theme. And you get access for 2 weeks free to over 1,800 meditations. We also have herbal tea to support you on your journey. You can find that on the app or at the sipandom.com website. As you settle yourself down and begin to relax your mind and your body, bring to mind what you're focusing on this week, and consider how you create simplicity in your life. What are the parts of your life where you have simplicity? And your affirmation for this week on your simplicity journey is peace and ease. This is what you experience when you have this simplicity, peace and ease. Repeat this affirmation each time you meditate this week. And also, if you could repeat it when you wake up in the morning, before the thoughts of the day start to invade your mind, and as you go to bed at night, as the dust from the day settles. Peace and ease. You are so worth slowing down for.